Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
The prayers of Srila Raghunath Goswami, verse 80. O Devi, when you defeat Hari in a dice game, you snatch away his flute. When will you throw it to me so that I can hide it somewhere? O Devi, when you defeat Hari in a dice game, you snatch away his flute. When will you throw it to me so that I can hide it somewhere? In a vision, Sri Raghunath relishes Sri Radha Mohan's Van Vihari, their forest games, and the sweetness of their love songs. And when this vision disappears, he feels great pain. He is completely absorbed in Sri Radharani. Other than she, no one can soothe the pain of his separation. Sri Radha embodies the quintessence of the Ladini Shakti. Ladini korai Krishne asvadanadam, Ladini dvaroi kore bhaktira posham, says Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Ladini potency makes the Lord Rasika Shekhara, the king of relishes. And she gives him the relish of Leela. And when it enters the devotees' hearts, it gives them the bliss of Krishna's devotional service. The Ladini potency makes the Lord Rasika Shekhara, the king of relishes. And she gives him the relish of Leela. And when it enters the devotees' hearts, it gives them the bliss of Krishna's devotional service. Sri Radhika is the essential embodiment of that Ladini potency. The one before really? The Ladini potency makes the Lord Rasika Shekhara, the king of relishes, and gives him the relish of Leela. And when it enters the devotees' hearts, it gives them the bliss of Krishna's devotional service. Sri Radhika is the essential portion of that Ladini potency, and she delights both the Lord and the devotees in this way.
She delights the devotee. She is delighting, she is giving the light, divine vision, and she gave more light to Krishna of love. Because she is the center to bring to devotee to her, and she bring to understand Krishna also. And she bring to Krishna to understand devotee. Krishna also delight to see how the devotees of Radhika is in service of her. He also feels tasteful of that, beauty of that. If we want to go direct to Krishna, we cannot feel what is the test. Only we want to find out really he is a God or not. But enlightenment and relishment is not coming. Only knowing to the God is not relishing. But by the love she brings us, we are conditional. We are always living in conditional consciousness. But she slowly tried to bring near to us by knowing that we are conditional. To relish the unconditional love, what she is doing with Krishna. And she is showing us how to relish that unconditionally. And slowly when we start looking that, then we desire to be little out of this conditional world, this material world, and we want to live in my Swarup, to understand the unconditional love. This is her mercy of enlightenment to the devotee. And the exchange of love of Radhika and the Manjaris also he relished Krishna. When he come near to Radhika and see the service of the Manjaris, how devotion and how they are in service, and they understand very closely each other. What Radhika thinking, the Manjaris knows that. And they prepare to do. Krishna threw Radhika steel because he lose the game. And he has nothing to give that of the losing game. Then is steel. Always when I lose, you catch and kiss me. But now what I can do, I will steal your flute, because this is the naughty thing you give and you call us.
Most dangerous.
Most dangerous you have this flute. I will steal this that you cannot call me. We run because of listening your flute. I will steal your flute. And the Manjaris are waiting that hidingly throw to me and I will catch that flute. And Krishna will search from you and there is no flute, you see. This is the hide and seek and loving exchange is going on. Once flow will come, then many things will start. Waves are coming in our service. This is the mercy of Swami Radhika.
Sri Radhika is the essential portion of that Madhini potency, and she delights both the Lord and the devotees.
You see, first is Lord. To his lover he delights. Devotee means the Manjaris. They are secondary. They are babies, but lover he delights. If somebody can delight to the lover, beloved can delight to the lover. The real light comes in his life of lover when the real beloved is giving love. This is the real delightment for lover. Life is lighting. Life becomes real, comfortable that some love is coming. So she delights not devotees. First to his lover he delights. He delights the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What we think before, now he is lover, her lover. Beloved is delighting to the lover by her love. That is the Alladni. Allad. Most happiness is coming to the Krishna because of her one glance of the eyes when she sees from the glance of eyes. What do you say?
Corner of the
Corners of the eyes. Krishna delight. She smiled, he delight. The flavor of the clothes, some fragrance coming from the clothes. Krishna delight. He wants to run in that way where these fragrance are coming. He wants to go in that way because he knows that is my goal. My lover is staying there. That delight, Swami delight to Krishna, his lover. Priyata. Priya is delighting to the Priyata. This is the right word of Praja. Priya is enlightening to the Priyata.
Within the Lord, she appears as Ladini Svarupini. And within the devotee, she appears as Bhakti Rupini.
You see, this is the Bhakti. She appears in a form of Bhakti. When Bhakti Devi comes in Vrindavan, she becomes young and Jnana and Vairagya become old. Because in Vrindavan, Bhakti is young. Always she is young in Vrindavan. And Jnana and Vairagya is his son. But they become old. They are not effective more. Bhakti, who has a Bhakti, they have full knowledge. But the old son, knowledge is old, is not caring. Bhakti is primary because young. Bhakti makes Jnana and Vairagya is old. Where to run? Devotion. Devotion here is like a devotion. Love in action. Our love is start moving. That is bhakti. So that Swamini, Alladini Shakti come inside us and it moves. My senses are moving in that way. My eyes start moving, my ears start moving. My feelings start moving in devotion. That is bhakti. Because Swami entered in the form of bhakti in our life. Who is this? Swami Radhika herself come in the bhakti, as a bhakti inside us. So that way we feel enlightenment. And our life starts changing in the loving action.
Just as Krishna cannot find any other gopi but Sri Radha to relieve him of the sufferings of separation from Sri Radha, similarly, no one else but she can soothe the devotee's suffering of separation from her.
And devotee, bhakti, when the bhakti is coming, we suffer. Missing bhakti is Radhika, in the form of Radhika. So this bhakti searching for Radhika. For love. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself come to relish in the form of Krishna what he is relishing. Mood is Radhika. What he relishing? Mood of Radhika. Means he took the shelter of Radhika. I don't want to leave your shelter. And you cover me because Radhika say, I will cover you because when you will in ecstasy fall down, then I don't want you to take pain. I will took that pain, Radhika said. Because I know when you will go in the feeling of that, my feeling, then you will be in ecstasy. And you will fall down. And when you will fall, I cannot see that pain. I will not do that. I will not give my feeling if you fall and take pain. He said, no, I will cover you. You will not, I will take all pain. So covering means goal is also Radha. And what is meaning of that? That Krishna wants to relish the shelter of Radhika and goal of Radhika. Means this is Manjari Bhav. He is relishing the Manjari Bhav in Chaitanya.
And then he becomes supreme.
Mahaprabhu, where he is teaching Manjari Bhav, every place he is teaching. Himself he is. Sometime he is a Vishnu, sometime he become Rama, sometime he become Krishna, sometime he become Radhika, and sometime he is Manjari. In Gambhira he was Manjari Bhav. Why you like Gambhira pastimes of Mahaprabhu? Because he is in Manjari Bhav. This relishment only possible in Manjari Bhav, my dear. To be a Radha Dasi can relish up to Gambhira Bhav. Very many deep meaning. You see, When he come to Jagai Madhai Uddhar, then he called Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. What is this? Is Narayan. When he called, he in Avesh of Narayan. Then Nitai said, what you are doing? You are Narayan. We come for this work here. Why you come? You remember or you forget? Yes, you are Narayan and you are Krishna, you are Vishnu, you are all inside you. But what is your work? You remember or you forget? You took the shelter of Radhika and the goal is Radhika. You forget this? He controlled his Avesh. And by love, he changed Jagai. Love has so much power. Chakra has one time to kill us. But love has so much power to the fallen, even the fallen, you can change the life. You see here Ghanshyam, one devotee, Indian boy. This is third time or fourth time for me to keep him. He was living on the gate. Any money we give, he drank alcohol and sit and shouting here. One time he said, somebody died, give money, I have to go. And I give money to go to care, and he drank that money all, and he come full of drunk. I said, I cannot keep you. You remember? I cannot keep you. He's a good person. But I know he's a good soul. But his habit was bad. His habit was bad. That time, again he called me to come. Again he come with drinking. Again he come fourth time. He said, now I will not drink. I said, okay, try. I said, we will not pay you one time. Slowly we will give money that you don't drink, stop drinking. We have to, with love we have to change. We cannot do anything. So Mahaprabhu changed by love. You cannot change anything without pressure. But love, everything can cause you to change. This is the teaching of Chaitanya. He took shelter of love and behaving with love. Somebody in holy time, they make some bhang and something one time, 2 years back, and they start defaming me. I am drug addict and I am doing drugs in the temple. Really I am a drug addict, but I am a divine drug addict. What to do? But divine, not wine.
Only heroin.
Really we are addicted. And I want to help who is the wine addict also to bring him divine, and it happens. Many happens change. And I don't bother. Some devotee come, he say, I drink marijuana, I smoke. I say, don't say to others, do it privately. Slowly you will change. Why you bother? And really after 10 days he leave. I said, don't say to others, do it. He changed it. If I say stop it, he will never stop. When the time will come for changing, the air will listen something, heart will change, and habit will change. What is the big job of that? Nothing big. It's a small material things. It's not a major thing. Major thing is this, to fix the goal of life and fix the way of life. Jesus said, I am a way, I am not a goal. Guru is only a way. He shows the way. This way you can go. And what he shows the way? Love is the way. Love is the way. Love is the way. So the love is the way. And when we go in this way, then love is conditional love and one is divine love, unconditional love. When we come from conditional love to unconditional love, then we reach the way. Conditional give and take is not we are doing in material life. You do this, I do for you. You do this. The business is over when we have no exchange. But you see the Swami, unconditional love. This Krishna is a big devotee. Big devotee. Other God-conscious people will say to him, devotee. But Brajavasi, the Radha Dasi will say, you are devotee. You don't care of my song. You always go to the different place to meet with lovers. Many devotees. You are not a devotee. We cannot believe you. We have one point in my song, you see, you are devotee or not, she say, you are my Krishna. You are mine. This is the devotion to learn. Always after your devoteeness, you are so devotee, after she love you. What you will teach? She is teaching. She consider if you are devotee. If you say thing to talking to your partner, to others, you will become angry to him. And she never angry. She show to angerness to Krishna, but inside no angerness. This is the pure love, unconditional love she gives. Read Radha Das Sudhanidhi. She is so unconditional love she gives. Great. Without understanding Radhika, how you will enlighten to she give light. What is the word?
Delight.
Delight. To understand Krishna. From her eyes you have to see Krishna. From her feeling you have to see Krishna. Her understanding you have to see Krishna. How much she has unconditional love.
How merciful was to introduce me to the maid service of Sakshi Radharani.
How fortunate we are that Gurudev introduced me to service of Radhika. I, rascal, who not believe Krishna is still, And he introduced me in the service of Radhika. How lucky, how fortunate we are. So fallen, so useless person, she put in the lotus feet of Radhika to learn from there. How I am fortunate myself. This is all mercy of Gurudev.
And how sad that I don't realize this.
How sad that we cannot realize this. When this time will come in my life, that I will realize that how fortunate, without doing nothing, you give me this service, Gurudev. What is the song I line on? Jugala Bhajana.
Sri Vrindavan Yugala Bhajana.
Sri Vrindavan Yugala Bhajanathan. Sri Vrindavan Yugala Bhajanathan. Mohe Karala Upadesh. Mohe Karala Upadesh. Without knowing, you give Upadesh to me of Jugala Bhajan. Never think without Radhika to Krishna. Never think in the mind or dream Krishna alone. Jugal, Radha's Krishna. And you are the Radha Dasi. You are the maid servant of Radhika. You do so much efforts, but only do one time this practice, and you see how this become easy your life. Never dream even Krishna come, or even he say to come with me, refuse. You say, I am a Radha Dasi. That moment life will change. You only take the shelter of Radhika, automatic you will see Krishna is coming on and on to you, to confuse your mind. Never he come, but he will start coming to you. Because that is attraction for her, that you are close to Radhika. Sri Vrindavan Jugala Bhajana. Mohe Karala Upadesh. But uncodified, mercy happen, and one day realization comes and life starts feeling, what fortunate I was. I never believed that this can be happen in my life.
How merciful Sri Gurudev was to introduce me to the main service of such a Radharani. How sad that I don't realize this. Instead of the lotus feet of this Radha, I prefer to run behind profit, adoration, and distinction in this world.
Yeah, this I am doing. What I am doing? Read this word.
instead of the lotus feet of this Radha,
living Vrindavan, living the lotus feet of Radha Mohan, what I am doing?
I prefer running behind profit, adoration and distinction in this world.
In this world. This was my work. And by the mercy, when I become druggist and I got the slack of my work, I got the medal, then I got the mercy of Radha. This is mercy. This is my medal. That I realized, no. You got your position now. Now your position is nowhere, your position in the lotus feet of Radhika. Where are you going, man? For your name and fame or for your position, huh? Crazy. After 70 years old man, you want to do this? Crazy, man. When I start living in Vrindavan, I got this realization. Really, I was crazy. My sickness was my good luck. To realize me, this is a good time for me, that I was sick and I cannot go out. Now again I become healthy and my desire comes, somebody call, I will go. Are they crazy? Again become sick, it's better. Don't go out of it now. Honestly, bless me that I cannot go out from Vrindavan and never leave the feet of Radharani. If you have any mercy, give to me. I not deviate from her service. Yeah.
Suffering great separation, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami weeps. He's crying. And then Swamini mercifully calls him. Tulsi, come. Sri Raghunath Das sits up and sees another transcendental picture. A dice game has started in the grove of Sudevi Sakhi. Sukumari, tender Radhika, could not stand up against heroic Krishna during the water sports, the honey drinking play, or the swinging pastime. So now the Sakhis are finding a way to defeat Nagara Krishna. Fair-faced Krishna sits facing fair-faced Radhika in Sudevi's green kunj, surrounded by all the dear loving girlfriends. First they put Krishna's flute and Radhika's veena at stake, placing them in front of them. Nandimukhi and Brinda are the witnesses. And Kundalata is the conductor of the moves of the dice. Lalita sits on Radha's side. And Madhumangal on Krishna's side as advisors. So no one else can interfere. First, they must open their hands before they can throw. And And when someone throws 17 or more, the hand must also be opened. Swamini says, Sundara, you can make the first move. Shyamasundara throws, but he does not open his hand. Swamini shakes the dice between her hands, and at the same time she shakes Krishna's mind with her soft smile. At the first throw, she immediately scores 17 and she opens her hand. The Sakhis exchange meaningful glances with each other and say, we could understand that you would win this game. Oh, you cowherd boy! Just run after your cows with a stick in your hand, saying hoi hoi to move them up. What do you know about dice? During the second throw, Shyam opens his hand. Tulasi sits by Swamini's side in such a way that she can see her face. Swamini is bewildered when she sees Shyamasundara's sweet form. And Shyamasundara becomes engrossed in gazing at Radha's sweetness. Will he ever see her like this again? There are very few people who love them. There are plenty of people who like to take from God, but there is no one who knows how to give to them. Everyone is busy taking from him. Should I do bhajan just for my own pleasure? Or should I forget about my own happiness and distress and do bhajan just to please him with my service? I am chanting because it makes me happy. While chanting, do I remember he whose bliss knows no bounds when he hears me chanting? I don't mind to introduce myself as a pure devotee, but I am not aiming at the happiness of my beloved deity. I am mainly concerned with my own happiness and distress. In Srimad Bhagavat, it is seen that Bali Maharaj gave everything to the Lord and just remained his gatekeeper. The gopis are the greatest devotees. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can read, the gopis don't consider their own happiness and distress. Their pure love makes them act just for Krishna's pleasure. For Krishna, They give up everything. Their pure love causes them to just act for Krishna's happiness. And Sri Radharani is again the greatest of them all. Because she delights all of Krishna's senses with her beautiful attributes. Sri Radhika shines like Sri Radhika alone. She cannot be compared with anyone else. Because they have taken shelter of Sri Radhika's lotus feet, this great love is also infused in the maidservants. They don't know anything else in this world but the happiness of the divine couple. In his Sankalpa Prakasha Stotra, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami prays to Sri Rupa Manjari. O Saki Rupa Manjari, may Sudevi teach me the art of dice playing when the divine couple playeth dice in the assembly of all the fair-eyed girls born in Gokula. With the words of my eyes, I shall declare my Srinatha, my beautiful mistress, to be the winner. Swamini is now completely bewildered when she sees Shyama's moon-like face, and Shyam makes a noise to distract her. At that moment, Tulsi gives Swamini a hint with her eyes, and Swamini wins. As soon as Shyam loses, he picks up his flute. Swamini tries to take the flute away and says, "Give me your flute." But Shyam does not want to give it. He is Rasika Shekara, so he wants to play a little bit. He won't hand over the flute, so Swamini tries to grab it from him. They both start pulling at the flute, and Swamini says, "I have won! Why don't you give me a flute? Your flute is very naughty. It spoils everything, and I will throw it into the Jamuna." Shyam hides his flute behind his head. So Swamini throws herself on Shyam with her full weight and snatches it away from him. "First, I give you something that you desire, and then I will take your flute." She makes him relish an extraordinary spiritual flavor with her Vamya Bhav, attitude of opposition. "I will immerse you in an ocean of bliss by snatching the flute from you." That is Swamini's mood. Can you imagine Shyam Nagara's condition then? He loosens his grip on the flute. So Swamini has the chance to snatch it from his hand and throw it to Tulsi, who quickly hides it somewhere. In this way, Swamini steals the flute by enchanting Shyam. There must have been some enchanting herb on her chest. Thus, Swamini is known as Jaya Shri, the beautiful goddess of victory. The Sakis and Mandaris lean against each other, laughing and laughing. When your hero comes back to his senses, he sees that he has lost his flute. And he will say, "Where is my flute?" Sri Radhika says, "Who knows? You were defeated, but you didn't hand it over to me. We don't know where your flute is." Shyam says, "Surely you must have taken it." Swamini jokingly says, "Why should I? You think we have a shortage of firewood at home? And even if we were short of wood, with this much wood, we cannot even heat up some milk. Why then should we be interested in your small bamboo flute?" And she meaningfully looks at Lalita, who was then immediately searched by Krishna. Lalita blinks at Vishaka. So Krishna goes up to Vishaka and feels if she has the flute on her body or not. Thus Krishna looks for his flute in all the 8 sakis and all the manjaris, starting with Rupa Manjari. Thus Krishna looks like a blue swan, relishing all the golden lotus flowers in the nectar ocean of Sudevi's Kunj. There is no limit to their ecstasy. Suddenly, the vision disappears, and Sri Raghunath Das prays, "Oh, Sri Radhe, Rasamai, when you play dice with the king of Rasikas in the Kunj, all the sakis that shine like a host of moons surround you. Oh Radhike, when can I witness that pastime? You are both full of nectarian flavors. None of you is inferior. Therefore you are named Kalavati, the artful girl, and Kalaguru, the teacher of all arts. When you cleverly exchange glances, speak or make gestures while you throw the dice, Cupid is defeated. O Dani, fortunate girl, you are so expert at play that you become victorious in all respects. When you see that Vamsidhari Krishna is defeated, you forcibly snatch his flute away just for some rasic fun and hand it to me. On your indication, I blissfully hide the Murali flute. And the Sakis clap their hands when they see that Hari cannot get it back despite an elaborate search. Oh Devi, when you defeat Hari in a dice game, you snatch away his flute. When will you throw it to me so that I can hide it somewhere?
Radhe Radhe Go